Hello everybody and welcome back to the Class Warrior 87 Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition playthrough. Today, everyone's favourite place in the game, New Londo. Yes, we all love New Londo. We love it. Oh yeah. Right, so first things first, come down here. Use the switch to bring the lever up if you can't. The lever. The lift. Yeah. If it's not already there. An old habit from when I used to die a lot here is that I would run across that and send the lift back up, because chances are I'm going to be running back down coming back down the lift soon after I die again. And yeah, I died once already. Just ignore these guys. This body here is inside the pot. Break the pot, the body comes out, and I think that's where you find your two transient curses. I've wasted one of those already, unfortunately. Use the transient curse, and well, let's do this. Yep, as you can see, there's my souls and stuff from when I died before. The transient curse you need to hurt the ghosts. It's only a temporary thing that you can use on yourself. You can buy them from the sewer merchant up by filing shrine in the sewer. Never tried doing it that way before. I really hate these ghosts that come out of the ground here. That's what killed me before, basically. The transient curses basically make all your attacks in effect like an occult weapons modification. Or you can alternatively just bring it. Sorry. Alternatively, you could just bring a. I'm guessing that must have been the Firekeeper. New Londo. Yep. Whoa! Bloody hell! Nearly happened again. Basically, bring in a occult weapon if you find yourself. Oh, so actually, if you're a cleric, I would highly recommend a cleric or a knight. I would highly recommend bringing an occult weapon along, because occult scales on your faith as well, so it's quite cool. Plus, it allows you to hurt the ghosts in this place. Similarly, the divine weapons also allow you to kill the skeletons permanently in the crypts. I think I covered that in the Catacombs video though. It's worth killing the ghost because they follow you through the walls and stuff, which can be really annoying. That Firekeeper saw before is actually what got me killed. I've probably just mentioned that, but here we go again. Also, the ghosts occasionally drop transient curses as well, which is nice. Very nice of them to do that. This is where you find the parrying dagger, which is awesome. I'll probably be replacing my bow with that soon. You can see a chest over there, which is actually the very large ember which you need for blacksmith under near the parish. To get, I'll show you how to get there soon. You've got to actually drain the water out and stuff first before you can get into that area. Be careful here because there's yep, drops on either side which are clear. That's a shortcut, by the way. That's that area before where those two ghosts rose up out of the ground near the start. And there's the start over there where I came in from. I really hate the ghosts. Did I actually mention that or not? Probably I did, but we'll see. Hang on. Ah, I'm still cursed. I thought my curse had worn off there for a second. Just use another one because, well, there's no shortage of curses around here, which for once is a good thing. I was just waiting for the curse to wear off there so I could use another one. I really hate this bit. I'm going to do the sensible thing and recommend that you don't just rush in attacking everything madly, because that's how you die here. I really hate these ghosts. They've got a deadly grab attack which they do as well, which is when they extend the arms out towards you. Just move in close and they can't hurt you. It's a good chance for some free shots on them. You can actually just run through this bit and get up the ladder to speak to Ingrid, or Ingrid, whatever you want to call him. Oh my god, like, why can't I hurt this ghost? These red-eyed screaming ghosts, there's two of them in this level, in this area. There's one there, and there's another one a bit further back, which actually I might backtrack to go and kill, because I forgot to do it before. Apologies for this backtracking, I'm going to go do it because I want the item. I can't remember what it is, but I feel like it's something important. Those red-eyed ghosts, they can actually drop a unique dagger, which is pretty cool, and you can use that to fight other ghosts. Quite hard to get a hold of though. They don't drop it very often. This is where the other one is. Oh, it's just more transient curses. Wasn't worth backtracking, but whatever. It was worth it for the shot at the dagger, which is just, that thing's damn cool. Sorry, I was reading a text message there. Damn. That's why I hate this place. There's no, you can't be safe from the enemies in this shithole. Basically, is what I wanted to say. I don't know why I was hesitating though. Fucking ghosts. gonna collect some treasure around here first. I believe this is the curse bite ring. Yep. Similar to the poison bite and the whatever that other one is, I can't even. Blood bite, that's it. That you can buy from Oswald of Carrion on the bell tower. Oh, Jagged Ghostblade. Jagged Ghostblade's cool. It's not as good as the one that I was talking about though, which I believe is called the... Well, actually I can't remember its name, but I believe it's a dagger. This is the place you need to go ahead with this level, up this ladder here. You can run past the ghosts and make it up here, especially if you're wearing light armour. It's quite easy to make it up here quickly, and once you're on the roof the ghosts stop attacking you. Although getting back down can be a bit of a pain. You want to speak to this guy over here? You can kill him if you want, but I don't like to do that.
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the 4 kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal. The 4 kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the Darkwraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorius traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
He's referring to the Covenant of Artorius, which is the ring that you get after you kill Sif, the grey wolf in the forest. Allows you to traverse the Abyss, basically. Normally, well, the fact that you have to wear it for the boss fight in this place kind of sucks because it gives you a bit, but forces you to play differently.
I will help you in any way possible.
This guy can cure curses if you're cursed. You can buy transient curses from him. You can buy the resist curse sorcery, which could come in useful if you're a sorcerer.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Darkwraiths. Mark my words, the Darkwraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again.
Right, so now we have the key. So normally the keys have quite interesting descriptions, so I'm going to have a quick look. Key to the floodgates of New Londo, which seal away the 4 kings who felt it dark. The sealers flooded New Londo to banish the Darkwraiths and the 4 kings. The agonizing decision was made with the realization that countless lives and the robust culture of the city would be lost. The victims now roam the ruins as ghosts. It's a bit of backstory for New Londo there. I think the idea with this place is that there were 4 kings who succumbed to some kind of evil or darkness, which I think was caused by the fragment of the Lord Soul given to them by Lord Gwyn. You actually retrieve the fragment of the Lord Soul when you kill them, and that has its own little story as well, which you'll come to when I get it. You can go down and get that. It's only like a green titanite shard or something not so good. And you get attacked by ghosts when you go there, so I tend not to even bother with it. You can come up here if you want. There's some kind of bow, as I recall. Yeah, composite bow. Pretty decent. Down there's the Valley of the Drakes, and the lift at the other side would lead you up to Darkwraith Basin. I love the world design on this game. It's like just awesome. Basically, you can see where everywhere leads and stuff. It's really cool. Go down here, and the key opens this gate here, which allows you to walk through and turn this thing here, which does this. You might think that's a good thing. It's kind of not really, because it makes the place so much more creepy. You can now pull this switch here and bring the lift up. There's also another lift which provides a quick little sort of shortcut from near the entrance of New Londo. I'll point it out for you in a second. Down here there's some new types of enemy. Basically, the main one is the Darkwraith. I'm going to avoid those drakes for now because, well, they're not much of a problem really. I just don't like them. They're annoying, and I don't need to fight them. So, this guy's a Darkwraith. They're pretty easy to beat. You can easily backstab them. Just watch out for the 4-hit combos that they do, because often people tend to, and watch out for the grabs also. People tend to lower their guard after the 3rd hit in a combo from an enemy, and just make sure you don't do that with the Darkwraiths, because they can hit 4 times and they do a lot of damage. Thankfully though, they're quite cumbersome and slow. This place is damn creepy when you really look at the details. There's so many bodies lying around and stuff. Like, look at that down there, that's fucking horrible. Creepy ass place. Mistake. The Dark Hand is basically the same weapon that these guys use. Well, aside from the sword, you actually get the sword from the Covenant. Dark Hand, there it is. If you equip it in your offhand, you can use it as a shield, which is what the Darkwraiths do when you're fighting them. It's a pretty cool shield, actually. It doesn't reduce physical damage by 100%, but it sort of has its other, it has its bonuses in that it's actually very effective against all sorts of magic, fire and lightning. It's basically pretty cool, and it has no required parameters either, which is always interesting. Aside from that, you can also put the Dark Hand in your main hand, and you can basically use it to grab people like the Darkwraiths do. If you use it on NPCs, you will drain humanity from them, and if you use it on other players in PvP, it'll also drain humanity from them if they're carrying any. It's a pretty cool thing to have, although I prefer its shield function personally over the grab, as I think the grab kind of leaves you a bit open to attack, which I'm not really too fond of. I'm not sure whether I should stay with the Dark Hand for now or switch back to... Actually, I did say I was going to use the parrying dagger, didn't I? There we go. Oh god, I'm going backwards. I terrible at this bit, to be honest. The thing is, I don't normally come through here when I come through New Londo. When I drain the water out, I drop down from near the start, which allows me to sort of just skip to the boss without having to clear all this area out. The reason I'm coming through here is obviously just for the video. I'm showing you I'm going to show you the locations of some treasure and stuff, which you can only get by coming this way. Yeah, I'm not kidding when I say these guys can hurt you. It's probably easier to lure them out of there one at a time, but oh, whatever. When the going gets tough, hide behind your shield. Titanite chunk. Yeah, those guys can drop Titanite chunks, which is awesome. And very rarely, but possibly, they can actually drop Titanite slabs as well. Although it's very rare, I've never seen it happen. This other thing here is, I don't know what it's called, but it's a big, ugly... Well, my girlfriend refers to them as schlobbies, so I guess that'll do for now. They spit out those annoying exploding skulls which we saw in the catacombs, which is just a pain in the ass, and they attack you with the tongue from far away. They also spit stuff on you which corrodes your armour and your weapons, and it's just a total nightmare basically. I think this thing's called like a massive death or something. Pretty easy to kill though, just move around them, they can't do anything. The only reason they'll cause you any problems is if they've got a Darkwraith accompanying them. Or 2 Darkwraiths, or 3, as there actually is 3 in this room. That's the combo you gotta watch out for. You can actually get that sword in the Covenant when you join, and also that armor that those guys wear. And of course the sword has their attacks. Needless to say, it is Dark Souls. Over in this corner of the room, there's a humanity, and there's the shortcut back up. Actually, no, sorry. This is the way to the very large ember, which you can see up ahead there. Not sure, but I think I may get attacked by a ghost here. Hopefully not. No, just it looks identical to the place where you find the parrying dagger. Go up the stairs here. Pointless going around the bottom, there's nothing there. As I just demonstrated. And over here is the chest that we could see from over there earlier. Very large ember, there we go. With that, Blacksmith Andre can now upgrade your weapons to plus 11. And therefore allow you to upgrade them to plus 15, which, you know, is pretty cool if you want a plus 15 weapon. Who doesn't want a plus 15 weapon though, let's face facts. Can't help but get the feeling I've just forgotten something there. the lift's here that takes you up to the entrance. Well, close to the entrance. It takes you up to where the first shortcut is with the ladder, which I haven't actually demonstrated yet, but I will soon when I teleport out of here. Screw it, I'm just gonna move on. This place is so fucking creepy, man. Found it so scary coming through here the first time. The shortcut I normally take is a jump down from up there, which is actually the place where the first two ghosts in the whole of New Londo are. You can just drop off the side and basically take minimal damage if you jump up on that archway thing up there. And then jump down into this bit here. And if you do that, you don't have to fight those schlobbies, and you don't have to fight like 3 or 4 Darkwraiths that you normally would have to. Which makes it a little easier. Hit this here because it's an illusory wall. There's a guy up there. So get him over here so he's a bit easier to deal with. Oh, I'll take that. Titanite chunk. Useful, as it's what you need to upgrade your weapons past plus 10. Ah, as I recall, there's also some cracked red eye orbs here. 6. Awesome. I smell another PvP video coming. Yeah, possibly even before I join the Darkwraith. Oh shit, I shouldn't have ran into this room like this. That was a total mistake. You get attacked by ghosts in there and stuff as well, but if you come down here they don't follow you. Darkwraiths will, but at least you can deal with these guys separately from the ghosts if you bring them down. Getting a lot of Titanite chunks down here, which is good. Although I can't think of anything I really need them for. Maybe upgrading the parrying dagger or something. I don't know. Who knows? There's another schlobby in here. But what I'm really waiting for here is that. Oh shit! I'm not cursed anymore. That may be a problem. Make sure that you recurse yourself before you do this bit, because you've got to fight the ghosts. Normally you get attacked by 2 ghosts, but I don't seem to have seen them this time, which is slightly odd. I recall an enemy similar to that one in Demon Souls in the mines, which was a total pain in the ass as I recall. I don't know where the ghosts have gone here. You normally get attacked by ghosts. I'm not sure it's a good thing that I haven't either, because I suspect that they're lurking somewhere waiting for me. I'm not looking forward to when they appear and stab me in the head or whatever they do. Or hug me through the walls. I know the ghosts are fond of that. Bitch, please. If you summoned the Witch Beatrice for the Moonlight Butterfly boss fight close at the start of the game, the one in Darkwraith Garden, if you summoned her, then you can summon her here again to help with the Four Kings, and she's very, very useful to have. She does a lot of damage with her magic. She takes the heat off you a little bit. She's very useful. She's awesome. Basically, you want to keep her around for this boss fight. I'm gonna homeward bone out of here. I need to go repair my weapons and my gear, and I also need to level up. Go with endurance. Almost a week has passed since the first section of this video. I immediately tried the Four Kings, but it was painfully apparent that I didn't have anywhere near the level of damage I needed to actually beat them. So I went away, I leveled up a bit. I'm now level 73. I killed the Titanite demons to upgrade my spear and my shield a bit, and I leveled up quite a bit too. I killed Darkson and Gwendolyn to level up. I also killed Ceaseless Discharge for his souls. And basically, I'm going to take on the Four Kings now, but as you probably gathered, I'm not going to be taking any prisoners. I'm wearing Havel's armor because it's the best protection you can get from the Four Kings and their magic. And well, I've got another trick up my sleeve as well. I'm fully prepared for people to start screaming that I'm a cheap bastard as well when I whip out my secret weapon. Don't forget to equip the Covenant of Artorias ring to save yourself some serious embarrassment. And don't forget to curse yourself before you go into this place. Four Kings is a tough boss fight, especially if you're going to do it first out of the last 4 dungeons. So it's not a lot of fun really. It's all endurance. You've got to make sure you've got enough healing to get through the fight because you constantly take damage, and you've got to make sure that you've got enough damage output to actually kill the bosses. There is an NPC, a phantom NPC you could summon to help with the fight, Witch Beatrice, who was you also summoned for the Moonlight Butterfly fight. And if you didn't summon her for that fight, then you can't summon her for this one. So make sure you do summon Witch Beatrice earlier on for the Moonlight Butterfly, and it just makes this next boss a little bit easier. She does a lot of damage basically, so it's good to have her around. Bastards. I resent using flasks before I actually get to the boss, but to be honest, I think I've got enough damage this time that I can take them. I very nearly just took them last time using Ornstein's armor and using this shield and spear. I got them down, they got the health bar really low, but I just ran out of healing and it was just like so close, but yet so far really. This time though, I'm taking no prisoners. Like I said, I've got Havel's armor, best protection you can get against the Four Kings and their vile sorcery. But best of all, I brought the Dragon Greatsword, which is almost fully upgraded, and it does like a lot more damage than the spear ever could. I resent using the dragon weapons because they're so damn overpowered, but the Four Kings are so damn overpowered, so I'm not gonna feel bad or anything about it. Summon Witch Beatrice. I'm gonna... The dragon sword's really heavy. Dragon Greatsword. 546 attack power is pretty amazing. I can't use it in one hand, so I will be two-handing it for maximum damage. But this is a game changer, basically. It's gonna do insane levels of damage. Although I've just realised that I can't do anything but walk with this. There we go. It just looks weird. Maybe I can wear the. That'll do. This weapon's so damn heavy. It really hinders your movement abilities. And I can't wear Havel's ring. Obviously, I've got the Covenant of Artorias ring for this fight, which is a disadvantage, especially when you need to wear a lot of heavy armor. And I can't take the Ring of Favour and Protection off because if I do it'll break, and I want to keep that ring because it's awesome. So the tactic this time is I'm just going to rush up, I'm going to do as much damage as I can, I'm going to heal through the damage, and hopefully my damage will be so high that I'll take the Four Kings down before they take me down. And hopefully with the level of damage that this sword does, I might be able to kill them one at a time rather than having to take 4 on at once like last time. Although I have to admit I did pretty damn well considering. Just get some cheap ass attacks in. You can hurt these guys whilst they're doing the grab attack. It would be extremely unfair if you couldn't. Since it is a very time-based fight. No, I was just cheap coming up behind you with an AoE explosion like that. And make this bitch suffer. 15 flasks and almost a 50% health. Not bad this time, I think I'm actually pulled off. Oh, I have to admit this is such a cheap tactic using the Dragon Greatsword. I don't even have the stats required to use the thing in one hand. If you're wondering why I'm two-handed, it's not because it does more damage than I can't actually use it in one hand. Hell, Witch Beatrice is still alive this far into the fight, which is a good sign. This is going awesomely. Totally got them this time. Which means I can finally move on and do the new content, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been several weeks since the game came out now and I'm still not onto the new content. Typical Dark Souls fashion, it makes you really work for the content. You can't just walk into the new areas. Finally. Now I'll probably never use the Dragon Greatsword again, but it's a good tool when you need it. I will hold on to it though because it's pretty awesome. It's good in PvP. Now this is how you join the Darkwraith Covenant. I'm going to switch back to my usual gear now because I really don't need that crap on. At this point you should still be holding on to the Lord Vessel. You have not put it on the altar. If you did speak to Frampt and he took you down below, all you need to do is just jump off the side and kill yourself, and that'll get you back out of there without having to lose the Lord Vessel. You need to bring the Lord Vessel down here if you want to join the Darkwraiths. Now this guy over here is not Frampt, it's Kath, Darkstalker Kath. Which is like, I don't know, maybe Frampt's brother or something. But you speak to him and he explains things a bit more clearly.
I am the primordial serpent, Darkstalker Kath. I can guide thee and illuminate the truth. The truth I shall share without sentiment. After the advent of fire, the ancient lords found the three souls, but your progenitor found a fourth, unique soul, the Dark Soul. Your ancestor claimed the Dark Soul and waited for fire to subside, and soon the flames did fade, and only dark remained. Thus began the Age of Men, the Age of Dark. However, Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark, clinging to his Age of Fire and in dire fear of humans, and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them. Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature by sacrificing himself to link the fire and commanding his children to shepherd the humans. Gwyn has blurred your past to prevent the birth of the Dark Lord. I am the primordial serpent. I seek to right the wrongs of the past, to discover our true Lord. But the other serpent, Frampt, lost his sense and befriended Lord Gwyn. Undead warrior, we stand at a crossroads. Only I know the truth about your fate. You must destroy the fading Lord Gwyn, who has coddled fire and resisted nature, and become the fourth Lord, so that you may usher in an age of dark.
Hell yeah, is what I say.
Very well.
Make sure you say yes to this guy, otherwise he'll go away and you'll never get to speak to him again. You can't join this covenant or anything.
Entrust thine flesh to me.
So don't skip through his dialogue or anything, and if you do, be wary that there's a choice you need to make, and the default choice, if you happen to be spamming buttons, is no. So you need to make sure you say yes. Right, now this guy's going to allow me to I can put the Lord Vessel on the altar now, which it's now safe to do because Frampt's out of the picture now. This guy's kind of turned things around. He's informed you of the complete opposite of what Frampt's been telling you the whole time, which was Frampt was saying that you need to replace Lord Gwyn and succeed him as a firekeeper in the original, or rather the first flame. Now that we've met this guy though, he's told us things are a little different, and in fact Lord Gwyn is clinging to the past, and much like a right-winger, he's clinging to the past and desperately in fear of change. So, in true progressive style, I'm going to kill Lord Gwyn. Well, I've got to kill him either way, but I'm not gonna succeed him. I'm gonna usher in the Age of Dark. I'm going to be the Dark Lord. because that is how I roll. Now I'm going to return to the abyss after learning lessons from this guy.
Once the vessel is filled with souls, the gate to Gwyn shall open. Seek Gravelord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, and the traitor Seath the Scaleless. Fill this vessel with their souls, then the gate will open, so that you may kill Gwyn. Are you then?
I'm just going to skip this because we've seen it. Now that we're back in the abyss, I can talk to the
if you wish,
calf.
I shall grant the art of life drain, the legendary power of the Dark Lord. It can preserve your humanity while undead, and cast off the shackles placed upon your brethren.
Enter Covenant? Hell yes. This is what I've been working all this time for, to join the Darkwraiths. And there we have it. Gives you a dark hand if you don't already have one. And you can buy cracked red eye orbs from this guy.
Very well. Be still.
Oh no, I didn't want to do that.
Entrust thy flesh to me. What is it? Go on.
I'm not. If I offer humanity, I think if you offer about 10 of them, you get the proper red eye orb, which does the same thing as the cracked red eye orbs, except it isn't consumable. It's a permanent item that you can hold on to. I want it, but to be honest, I don't think I've got enough humanity. Yeah, I don't. I'm like too short. I'll come back here and level up with the Covenant.
What is it?
At a later time.
Go on.
I'll have it done before the next video, so I've got the thing I need. Basically, you just offer humanity like 10 times, and you get the red eye orb. It's pretty useful.
Undead warrior, to speak now is premature. It begins with your retrieval of the Lord Vessel.
Okay, fair enough. You'll explain more about your fate later when you bring some souls to him and stuff. But for now, I'm going to end the video here because it's the last 3 dungeons next, and then I'll be moving on to the new content after that. Or maybe even before that, I don't know. I'm going to go to the Duke's Archives first, so at least I've got the option. So, Duke's Archives is next. And I don't know, I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere here. I'll catch you all in the next video.